The Valiant Chargers, not only were they a vehicle for the general public, but in the 70s they were also raced within Australia and New Zealand with a fairly good success rate. Hello, my name is Anita Tully, and behind me are my husband and my two Valiant Chargers. The gold one is a 1971 and the maroon one on my right is a 1972. Peter and I got interested in cars about 20 years ago when we started rock and roll dancing. We purchased the maroon Charger in 2004, but I did not drive the maroon Charger until probably 5 years ago, when we bought the gold Charger and he needed another driver. Since purchasing the maroon Charger, we have become very involved in the Scarab Car Club, and Peter has been the president for probably more than 10 years now, and we have become a part of a great group of people. They've all become our friends, and we do many outings together, from Coolie Rocks on right through to small car events at different schools, fundraising events, and we just think that it's been a great asset to our lifestyle. Peter's father's history in having Chargers. He had 5 in the 70s, and when we started looking, Peter decided that maybe a Charger might be a nice way to remember the family history. And so Peter actually started looking, and I just followed. But when he was procrastinating about whether or not he should buy the maroon Charger, I said, please just go and get it. It's the best decision we ever made. After we got the maroon Charger, I was a little embarrassed when the public would drive past and give us the Hey Charger sign, which was an advertising campaign for back in the 70s. And but now I've got used to it, and I do the Hey Charger sign back. And the experience of driving a car as big as this, and it's very noisy, very loud, and you get noticed on the road. And quite often a younger male driver will go past in his car and then realise that it's actually a lady driving the car, and then he gives me the Hey Charger sign. Over the years, especially at Wintersun, then now Tully Rocks On, we've had many people come past and say, oh, my father had Chargers when I was growing up, or my uncle. But one particular young boy, many years ago, he was 8 years old, and he stood next to the Charger and started speaking to us and said, my uncle has a Charger in Cairns. And he said, I love Chargers, this little boy. And over the years, every year he would come to Wintersun, and we would take him cruising with us in the evening. And now he is probably 20, and his uncle has given him the Charger that came down from Cairns. Wasn't in quite as good condition as they expected, but they've been restoring the car for about 2 years, and hopefully in 2022 he'll be the proud owner and displaying his restored Charger at Tully Rocks On. Valiant Chargers, not only were they a vehicle for the general public, but in the 70s they were also raced within Australia and New Zealand with a fairly good success rate.